Hi there, it's Joe Seed in the house. I want you to join me as I do more stuff this summer. I'll be getting outdoors. And I started doing stuff when I first started out, so I will be redoing some of my plants and stuff in a whole lot better form and everything as I do my Joan Seed series. But I want to talk to you today about something in here, the top 30, the most popular herbs for healing. And things here that we never really thought about. Of course, everybody knows about aloe vera. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. A wound and burn healer. You put a piece up, put on a burn. It's a natural laxative and it soothes stomach problems and stuff. Helps skin disorder. Okay, basil. Basil is something I didn't even think about. It's an antiviral, anti-infection, antibacterial, and it soothes stomach. I never even thought about that being something that you can use in an antibacterial thing to help with situations like wounds and things in that area. Never even thought about it. And then we got black courses, Cohosha, Corchit. I might be pronouncing it wrong. You can't have to overlook me. I'm dyslexic, and I look at words different. I sometimes pronounce them wrong. So it's black Courgette, Cohosh. It relieves menopause, hot flashes, relieves menstruation cramps, and helps circulation and cardiovascular disorder. Huh. And you know what that means? That means heart problems and things like that. Lower blood pressure, reduces cholesterol. Useful for nervousness and stress. Do not use during pregnancy. So if you have this in a situation, you don't want to use this during pregnancy. There's things here on the list I won't. Of course, you remember I told you about then there's black walnut. It's good for eliminating parasite, good for fungal infection, good for warts and poison ivy, and aid digestion. Black walnut is the black part on the outside of the walnut after it's done turn black. Not why it's green, it's the black part on it. Once it turns black, that's what you're going to use to help eliminate parasites, and it's good for fungal infections. You would take that black part right there and smash it up, and you can put it on a fungal infection, or you can make it or brew it up and stuff and use it in that form too as well. So there's something to think about right there. You could also probably take it and fix it into a sap or oils or something like that and do it as well. Cinnamon, of course, has been proven that 99.9% of viruses and bacteria cannot live in the presence of cinnamon. They've done a lot of research. They've done research on some of these herbs and some of these have. Cinnamon is in my prepper cabinet. I do have about 6 or 8 of them. I want to get about 6 or 8 more to keep on hand. So it makes a great antibacterial and an antiviral weapon. Cinnamon is also good for people with diabetes. So in a situation, in an SHTF situation, you're out of medication, or you're trying to have problems with your diabetes. Try teaspoon of cinnamon a day. You don't have to take it all at once. You can fix it in a little small thing. You can take it, now, like I say, this is just my mustard bottle here, but you can make you up some tea. Say this is just a bottle of tea, for example, and you can put cinnamon in it. Same way with coffee, you can put it, sprinkle it over some of your maybe some treats you like to eat. Maybe you like to eat a little snack, so it might sprinkle some cinnamon over. A teaspoon a day, roughly, is what you need on that to help with your diabetes and your other overall conditions here, as it talks about. And then, of course, cayenne. Well, we've heard about cayenne for years, and it's useful for arthritis and rheumatism, and it's tropically and internally. It's good for colds, flu, virus, sinus infection, and sore throat. Useful for headache and fever. It aids organs like kidneys, heart, lungs, pancreas, spleen, and stomach, and increase the thermogenetics for weight loss. Now, it ought to be skinnier than a bean pole because I like my spicy stuff. But I don't always eat cayenne pepper. I eat other types of pepper. But the thing is, the peppers do still help stimulate the circulation in your body and keep you going. Now, clove bud. Okay. Clove bud improves the immune system. They are also an antitoxin and doubles as an antibacterial and an antimicrobial fighter. So it helps, the microbes problems what we have. It helps with that. Cypress. It's the therapeutic properties of cypress oils are stringent, antiseptic, uh, deodorant. You know what? I didn't know cypress was a deodorant. Huh. Well, uh, diuretic. It's got just a normal listen here. Respiratory tonic, and it's also as a sedative. This here helps you sleep. You can actually put someone help them sleep with this here in a situation. This is something you might want to put in your prepper closet for your preppers there as something to help as a sedative to help ease somebody in a situation when they're sick or in pain. This here could also help with them to sleep. This is something I've not really thought about. There's some new ones here I'm thinking about putting on my list. Of course, dandelion. It's helpful for PMS and it's good for menopause and increase uh, the female hormone thing, so you can have more babies. But it's also full of potassium and other minerals and vitamins and things in it. So it's got a lot of other good benefits in it as well. I say so. Then the flower, excuse me, uh, it boosts white blood cell production, immune system support, anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties. It's good for colds, flus, and infections. It says, note, use no more than 2 weeks at a time. Do not use if you are allergic to sunflower or related species. I see flowers out there that they call clone flowers growing wild and stuff. So, and we, of course, harvest it. And it's got another name for it. I want to probably pronounce it wrong, so I'm just going to say it's ECHINACEA. And I see the name everywhere. You even see it in the herbs and stuff. So, uh, eucalyptus, EUCALYPTUS, and I hope I pronounced that right. It's anti-infectious, antibacterial, and antiviral. Of course, we all know about garlic. It helps fight infection and detoxifies the body, enhance immunity, lowers blood fats, assess yeast infections, and it helps asthma, cancer, circulation problems, and heart conditions. Then it's got the German chamomile, and that helps stress, anxiety, insomnia, sleeping disorder, excuse me. Good for indigestion, useful for most digestive problems, and it's effective cleaner and helps increase liver function and support the pancreas. Now, it helps improve bile flow from the liver. It's good for healing of the skin that might come from a blistering chemical egg. Geraniums. Wow. Geranium. Geranium. It is liver detoxification. It stops bleeding, anti-infection, antibacterial. Now we all know about ginger. It helps nausea, motion sickness, volume, useful for circulation problems, good for digestion, and it's also effective on an antitoxin. Now lavender. Lavender is a big to-do. We all hear about excessive burns. Antiseptics used as a stress reliever, good for depression, skin health, and beauty. Lemon. Now we all hear about lemon. It's known for antiseptic properties. It's some of all this publishing in. It kills bacteria in 15 minutes. It's a thyroid thing in 1 hour. And it talks about all this here within with a bacteria within 3 hours. Lemon also improves the microcirculation, promotes white blood cell formation, improves immune functions. So, and then as marjoram, that's MARJORAM, anti-infection, antibacterial, blood helps with blood vessels, regulates blood pressure, soothes muscles. The marshmallow, MARSHMALLOW, it aids in bladder infections. It's a diuretic, it helps kidney problems, soothes cough, sore throats, and so on. Melissa, a lot of these names I don't even really hear much on. Melissa, MELISSA. I guess it always depends on what area you're in. It says it issues with nervous system, blisters, and has other properties to it, of course. Mullein. Now mullein, I harvested mullein last year. I've got some planted in the yard now. I don't know how it's going to do because of the weather. It's been kind of yucky, but we're going to see how it does. It can be used as a laxative. It's good for asthma and bronchitis. It's used for difficult breathing and helps hay fever. Then this is Myrrh, however you pronounce it, Myrrh. It's anti-infection, soothes skin conditions, support immune system. Oregano is a powerful antibiotic. And so a lot of people don't even realize, oregano is an antibiotic and has been proven to be more effective in neutralizing germs than some chemical antibiotics. So when you're getting sick and stuff, that's something to think about. When you make you up something to eat, sprinkle some oregano on that. When you make you some soup or some rice or whatever, and you're not feeling real good, add some oregano into it. That is going to also help you here with that. Pine is it's anti-diabetic. It's severe infections, hypertension. So now you got to look. Remember, not all pines you can use. There's some of them out there that's not able to use. Some of them's toxic. You have to be careful which pine you get. Of course, we all know about, rosemary is also another popular thing here. It's an antiseptic, antibacterial, cleaning and detox the body, supports the liver, and compacts, other areas. So, rosemary is a must, something else too. Rosewood is anti-infection, antibacterial, and antiviral. Now, I don't know, I've never used rosewood. Now, sage is used in anxiety, nervous disorder, autoimmune disorder, and anti-inflammatory. Now, I like sage. I like putting sage in my food when I cook. I actually mix up a jar of sage. Just different spices. I put it in there sometimes. Okay, then it talks about spearmint to calm the nervous system, aids with nerve ages. Same way with peppermint. But the thing is with peppermint is, and same way with spearmint, some people cannot have either one of the plants because of high blood pressure. It shoots them up. So you have to make sure you double check. Tea tree is something's been talked about a lot. Disinfectant, antibacterial, antifungal, burns, good for all skin thing. And then of course, thyme is also been good for anthrax, anthrax, and tuberculosis. But the thing is, thyme is also good for body pains. You can take some oil and put some thyme in that and use it for head lice and stuff like that, and use it as a paracetamol to help with that. So there's a lot of things here. This is just the top 30 to think about. Do your research. Read up on them. I'll see if I can get this up in here so you can see some of this. I don't know if I got them up in here. Did I have where you can see some? I think so. Then there's your list right there on here, on these here, for you to look at. Now this is just part of the list, but you pull this up, do the research. This is the most popular herbs for medicine. Okay, so this here is a good list. Check it out. Do some more research on it and pick you out about 5 of these. A lot of these here have the same basic combination. So it doesn't mean you got to have every one of these things on the list. Just pick out about 5 of them. If you're where you grow a lot of, where there's a lot of black walnuts, where walnuts fall off, save the outside of it. Make you thing for your parasites. I say in the fungal infection, you can use that in the oils. You can sit there and piece it in the oil, let it sit for about 6 weeks or so, and then drain it, and then you're going to have that. And the more you redo it, and if you want to heat your oil up and fix it in a homemade boiler or double boiler or whatever, the stronger you make it, the more it's going to work for you. And if you're in the outdoors or you live where you can't get to things or something, even finding out how to grind some of that. You can have that on hand. If you can grind some of that and have that when you need it, you can't go wrong on that. So it's a lot to think about here. So this is Joan Seed here. Just talk about basically the 30 ones of the top ones here. Join me as this summer here I get out more, and I want to be talking about some of the plants I talked about before, but I want to give you a lot more detailed information on it because like I said, I was just starting when I was doing it. So join Joan Seed and join my live prepper thing station here, and then also World of Joan out on Facebook. So I want all you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.